We're here poolside with Neil Grove for another edition of Fun Fact Fridays. Neil, we got a couple questions for you. You ready?
Yes, man.
All right. What was your job before you became a full-time fighter?
I qualified as a personal trainer in 2001 and a sports therapist, so deal with injuries and stuff. So always been in the fitness industry.
All right, cool. How do you find quality training partners?
How do I find them? Those are hard, really, but it's been a lot easier since I've moved to America to train here. I'm not living here, but I've moved pretty much here to train. Been home in England for 10 weeks this year. Most of those times I spent with my wife while she was pregnant, and obviously, I don't know if you know, but she gave birth to a little baby girl, Khaleesi, on Friday, the 23rd of September, 7 pounds. And since moving to America, I've been training down in South California in Orange County, at Rain Training Center and Huntington Beach Ultimate Training Center. Also trained for a little while at CSW, and I've been training with some really awesome fighters, Fabricio Verdum, Mark Munoz, Christoph Szynski, Rafael Davis. I can carry on mentioning names. I sparred with Czech Congo, Josh Barnett, and all these guys, even Eric Prindle, one of the guys in the heavyweight tournament, sparred with him for a while too. And the sparring is just that level higher in America and more intense and serious.
Cool.
And the training is more rounded for me. You know, I've come from a karate background. I'm doing all the talking. I come from a karate background. I hope these questions are not coming up again.
There's one about it. It's coming up.
And I've been training in Muay Thai now for 3 years, and so my striking is great. What's helped me with improving my striking is obviously the ability, or let's say the newfound experience with wrestling.
Yeah.
And by getting more confident on the ground, I find my striking has improved as well.
Cool. All right. So, in your opinion, what unique skill set do you possess that makes you the favorite to dethrone Cole Conrad?
You know, again, this question sort of makes me jump right to the end, being assumptuous. I am not assuming that I'm going to win this tournament. I obviously believe that I can win this tournament, although the competition this year I think is a lot stronger. Let's say I am in the finals. Let's be positive about this. The fact that I've done a lot of wrestling and a lot of sparring with guys who are just as good as him, if not better, has helped me with the newfound confidence in fighting him without thinking about wrestling. You know, I'm going to go out there and do what I do best, which is bang.
Cool.
And if it does go down to the ground, it's going to be a lot harder for him to keep me down.
All right. What aspects, if any, of traditional martial arts training do you still utilize when training in MMA?
I think discipline, respect for others, humility, all of these come from the beginning. When you walk into the dojo, when you walk into a training center, a gym, doesn't matter. It's having respect for everybody else around you and making sure you train as hard as you can every time you're in the gym. Making sure that you're not going in there maliciously. I think there's a lot of guys out there who spar as if they're fighting. I fight for money. I spar to train. And I'm happy with where I'm training right now with Rain and Huntington Beach Ultimate because the guys there and I have a mutual sort of respect for each other. Nobody's trying to outdo anyone. Nobody's trying to hurt anyone. And if anything, I'm learning. Every time I go into the gym, I feel like I'm learning.
All right, last question. If you could punch one guy in the face, alive or dead, who would it be?
That's harsh. I'm not that sort of person, but I think maybe Alistair Hoover. You know what? I always looked up to the guy as a fighter, and then he jumped a couple of weight classes and claims it's horse meat. I know he's going to see this because I'm sure some of his fans have posted on his wall, and I don't really care. I met him once at Amersfoort in Holland. We had a mutual friend that was training there for a little while, and I sort of felt like the guy was weighing me up, you know. And I've never disrespected any fighter from any organisation like that at all. And I think he might have done it without even thinking he's doing it, but he did it, and I sort of lost a little bit of respect for him then. And then, you know, I just think punking out of the Strikeforce tournament as well, there's a lot of things about him I dislike. I do like
1 second.
I
Yeah.
do like the fact that he's great striker and stuff like that, but just for fun, I think this is probably the only person that I just want to go and smack in the face.
Perfect. Thank you. That's Neil Grove.
Nice being on the show with you guys. Thanks.